The air.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. What else?
Um,
Your name and where you from?
I'm Khaya.
Khaya, nice to meet you. I'm Junior.
Hi.
Okay. Today's topic we're talking about what pisses foreigners off in China.
Okay.
So, what pisses you off in China?
The air.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. What else? Speak up. Chinese people, I know what you.
I know, but
The people are.
yeah.
What do they
sometimes.
do that you think it's kind of you shouldn't do this in public places?
Well, they don't know anything about personal space.
Okay, what pisses me off is the fact that they don't tell you. I want to take a picture.
Oh yeah,
I want
that.
to take a picture of you. And all of a sudden they bring their phones out and they're taking pictures.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying that it's really not cool.
So what else? Like what really got to you? Like, hey, you shouldn't do that.
Like their professionalism is different from the West. So like they don't do things that like a lot of things that I feel like they do would be illegal where I come from.
Okay.
Where like here it's just like, well, it's just like you're in China, so it doesn't matter. And like you're a foreigner, you don't have any say in anything, and we can really just dispose and do whatever we want with you. So yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
I see.
Especially
Especially if you're black.
yes.
Okay, so I am thinking you being from the States, we are from Africa, so probably the person might meet you and he's like, how good is your Chinese?
It's easy and I don't speak.
Indian, okay.
Yeah.
The person will meet you and he's like, instead of saying, where are you from? Nishinaka Koja. The person will just say, Shifeju Rema.
Yeah.
But because probably you might be different because, not different as in different because we are color wise. But you being different, being from the States, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they do think every black person is from Africa, which is like technically true, but then like it's not true because obviously like people migrated to other parts of the world. Like there's black people everywhere. It's not just in Africa. So that is like ignorant.
So what are you telling somebody out there, somebody in the States, somebody in Africa who wants to come to China, like something you should cite yourself before you get here?
I think they should have thick skin. Like you can't come to China and be like weak. Like you can't come here and think that you're about to like, I don't know, think you're on vacation or something. Like it's not that, especially in like Beijing. Like Beijing is like dirty as shit, so it's not like.
But Beijing being the capital, I think they should be more enlightened as compared to other places like Taiwan, Shanghai, and these places. Beijing being the capital, just like you being in New York.
I think that China, they like to preserve a lot of their culture. So I feel like in Beijing, a lot of what we see is them like preserving their culture. So even if it's like, ooh, like it's not like, you know, like in DC, like that's where I'm from. So DC is like the nation's capital, but it's also like not truly a representation of the entire United States. Because everybody thinks that in the States everything is the same, like everybody's the same. Like nah, it's not true. Like each state or each region of the state has its own vibe, their own music, their own food. But yeah, I just think it's like this because they're really like big on like China, and they're really big on like maintaining like their pasts, which like
I don't know if you've experienced this. If you tell a Chinese person, the very moment you tell him or her that I'm from the States, his perception about you changes. Do you get that a lot?
A little bit, because like I know like they'll try to like tell me. I've had some that tell me that okay, you can't be from America because you're black. And then some of them like they recognize like obviously, like, I sound American. Like, I have an American voice, I have an American accent. So obviously, like, they already know.
It's
like,
convincing.
because some people know, like, some people don't. Like, I get it a lot that, like, you know, a lot of people will be like, you're not from there, or you can't be from America. But then I also do have people that have recognized that I am American. So I think it just depends on, like, the person, really, like, who you interact with.
I see. So with the exception of
pictures, I think, like, okay, for instance, like, job security, I think sometimes, like, that's, like, a major deal. Sometimes you can just lose your job on a whim, whereas, like, in the States and probably, like, maybe even in Europe, I don't know how it is in, like, Ghana or in Africa, but, like, you can't just fire somebody for, like, personal reasons. Like, you cannot do that. Like, when you, in America, any contract that you sign with a company or whatever, it's a legal contract. So that means that even if, like, your employer doesn't like you, they can't just fire you because they don't like you. And I know, especially in America, because, like, race is such a thing in America, you cannot fucking do shit like that. Like, that is just, like, that's a personal problem.
Yeah.
But I know in America they will do things to get you to leave or to get you fired. Like, they'll put you in a position. Whereas here they will just outright fire you. Which is, like, both are pretty fucked up. But at least at home you have some recourse. Like, you have people that can help you, like, get your job back or sue them or whatever. Like, you have legal help. Whereas here it's like you can get legal help, but it's just like, is it worth it? Like, you can just find a job. And I think they have this idea, because they even, I think, have this idea of their own people, that there's so many people that it doesn't matter. Like, you're just a number, we can find somebody else. They don't value people.
Black people.
Black people, but I don't even think they value their own people, to be honest. Like,
okay, so it's
but anyway, yeah.
Okay, so one last thing. What are you telling somebody out there who's Chinese, who's going to watch this video? What do you want to tell them? Because these things you do pisses foreigners off. So it's better you, let me start with mine. It's better you ask me where I'm from than I tell you where I'm from, rather than trying to portray like Africa is just one country. Yes. So what do you think? What are you saying to any Chinese person out there who's just gonna watch the video probably?
I don't know. I get to know, like, black people from all over, like black people from Africa, the States, South America, Central America, the Caribbean. Like, you know, get to know people. I know it's hard for them to, like, get access to stuff. Yeah. But, like, don't judge people, and, like,
based on color.
Yeah, and don't just, like, come up and touch people either. Like, just imagine if, like, a random.
So they touch you, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had hair when I first came out here, so, like, it was like I've had people, and it's just like when you're having a long day or whatever, the last thing you want is somebody, like, doing this to you or, like,
taking pictures of you.
Yeah, like, you don't want that. And just ask, because most of the time, like, people will say yes, but, like, when you just arbitrarily, like, take advantage of somebody,
that's kind of bad.
Because then it makes, because when we get mad, then it plays into this narrative that we're all angry and aggressive, but it's really just like, no, like, who does that? Like, who takes pictures of people? So I would say, like, don't judge a book by its cover. And, like, to Chinese people and to foreigners, like, to be more open to each other and to just kind of remember, like, we all come from different walks of life, and to be patient and understanding. Like, be positive about your approach. Like, don't just have this mindset and then go with that, because most of the time, like, you're wrong, and that's for both ends, just for any person.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Hi guys, okay, so it's another episode. I have this beautiful lady with me. We spoke a lot about foreigners getting pissed in China, a whole lot of it, but at least she was able to mention 2 or 3 reasons why this stuff pisses her off. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. I think she should do the signing out.
I should do the signing out?
Yeah.
Alright. Wait, what's your name again?
Gucci Amani.
Gucci Amani. So it's Gucci Amani, Khaya, and Jerry, and we're signing out from Bangkok.